Hi, I'm Paris, and 5 years ago when I climbed Guadalupe Peak, the highest point in Texas, I lost both my toenails off of my big toes. Well, I didn't actually lose them while I was climbing. It was about a month later, my feet got so banged up coming down the mountain that the toenails turned black and fell off. It was unpleasant, and I said, if I ever go climbing again, it's been 5 years, I haven't done a lot of climbing, I'm going to wear shoes that fit properly and are made for protecting my toes.
parristx shows you only the best.
And now that I'm down to just 2 weeks before my planned climbing time to give Guadalupe Peak another go, I had to stop over-researching everything and decide on a pair of shoes. Now, I knew I liked the brand Merrell. I've had their shoes before, so within what Merrell offered, I wanted to pick something. What it really came down to is, did I want hiking shoes or hiking boots? The main difference being the stiffness of the material, how well it holds your foot in, and how far it comes up your ankle to provide that support. Normally, I'd go overboard and buy a mountaineering boot to climb Guadalupe Peak, which is 8,700 feet high, but it's mostly a slightly inclined trail most of the way up, a little bit of rock scrambling. But I'm pushing it a little as it is to be able to climb it. I'm anemic from cancer treatment, and as I mentioned, I haven't climbed since I climbed Guadalupe Peak 5 years ago. So I'm trying to prove to myself I can still do it, but I don't think reality cares what I want to prove. I'll either be able to or not. So I need everything working in my favor, and that means a lightweight yet sturdy shoe that can get me over the rocks and roots in the trail and up to the top of that peak. So here's what I decided on, and they just arrived today. The Merrell Moab 3 hiking shoes. It's only so long I can keep my feet up over my head like that, so let me show you them this way. You can look at the Moab 3 as a toughened up sneaker or as a cut down hiking boot. The Vibram sole does show that these hiking shoes mean business. Also, the tongue has material from here all the way down that connects to it on both sides to keep rocks and dirt from being able to get in the shoe. And the toe has solid rubber here at the front for things you bang your feet into, as I tend to do, but just around that, this black material is firm but a lot more forgiving for your toes banging into it. I am hanging on to my toenails this time. The sides alternate. I'm guessing this is leather or something similar here for structural stability, with mesh in between, and the mesh spots allow breathability. I chose not to get the Moab 3s that have waterproofing. It's more important for me to have the breathability hiking in Texas where it's hot. And for a splash of color, there's the blue here offset in the mesh areas on each side. I like how it looks. But more important is how it feels on my foot. Let's go take a little walk and see how comfortable they are. They fit my foot pretty nicely. It tends to flow from one step into the other real well, which is something I miss with hiking boots that are just sort of big, clunky, heavy things that you have to carry with you on your feet. There are no seams or sharp edges inside that poke my feet, but laced up good and snug, they really do feel like they're going to provide good support, and yet my toes can still wiggle around inside and hopefully not get banged up against the front of the shoe too much. Now, Guadalupe Peak is in West Texas where it's hot and dry, so the Moab 3 hiking shoe is a great choice for that environment. The Moab 3s usually go for about $110, but you can find them on sale sometimes. I found them at Amazon for just under $70, and I'll link to them right below this video. And if you're interested in the Guadalupe Peak t-shirt that my graphic designer and I put together, you can find out more about that at the link below this video as well. Time to get out and do some more training, and I'll see you, toenails intact, on the next review.
There are so many choices and you don't want to stress. You want your health food at home, receiving only the best. That's what we're here for, we give honest reviews. parristx.